is a column in one of our dailies. And in this column, it highlights dilemmas from employees. So the employees would share their dilemmas, and then an expert, or a professional would be able to sort them out. And what I have drawn, the conclusion I have drawn from this, reading this column week after week, is it doesn't matter your pay scale or the level of your pay, whether you're earning 20,000, whether you're earning 500,000, 250,000. In this particular column, the dilemmas that the employees relay is, I earn 70,000, I earn 250,000, I earn 30,000, but I do not seem to get through the month. Or by the 5th, if I'm paid on the 22nd, by the 5th, I don't have any money. If I'm paid on the 1st, by 10th, I don't have any money. So it's not about how much one is paid. That's what I realized, because you have all these, job groups or, pay scales, and all of them have the same dilemma. So it doesn't matter whether you're earning 500,000 or 20 or 50 or 70, they all have one dilemma. And they're like, how can I budget for my money, or how do I live within my means so that I'm able to get through the month, and not just through the month, to have an overflow to the next month. By the time the other salary is coming, it meets the previous salary is still there. But in this particular column in our dailies, if that's not the case, the case is, help me. I earn this amount of money, but I'm just not able to get through the month.
Okay. Now that's a great question, because, and you've put it so well. Do you know that it is actually true? It doesn't matter how much you earn, because you can earn $100,000 and spend it in a week, and you can earn $100 and it gets you to the end of the month. It depends on your lifestyle. It depends on what you want to achieve. It depends on your goals in life. And I think those are some of the very important things that you need to keep in mind. But right off the bat, if you like, I'd like to plead with employees. Please do not carry a victim mentality into your employment. You are a victor. You must be a victor, not a victim. I don't care if you're a messenger. I don't care if you're a teacher. I don't care if you're a sweeper. Do not go into employment with a victim mentality. Employment is a wealth creation partnership. If you don't know how to create wealth, then find out. And it really doesn't matter how much you earn, because I have seen messengers who own taxis, who own businesses, and they're still messengers. I have seen receptionists who are able to own hair salons. They have other businesses which they have developed through the money they have earned on the job. Now, I didn't say steal. I said you work for it, okay? So you don't, please, let's get out of this victim mentality and create a victor. We must be victors. Now, let me answer the question here about cash. Did you know that the absolute value of money is zero? I need to explain that.
The absolute value of money is zero.
All right. You can buy, say you have 500 shillings. You can buy a t-shirt with 500 shillings. And the t-shirt will last you 2 years. Okay? Faithful wearing and so on. You can also take that 500 shillings and go and buy lunch. And by tomorrow, you'll be hungry again. You'll need another 500. What? The same 500 shillings can earn you a t-shirt, or you can buy a t-shirt with it. And the same 500 shillings, you can have nyama choma if you're in Kenya. Eat some really good lunch and enjoy yourself. By evening, you'll be hungry again and you'll need another 500. So what am I saying? Money is worth, it's not how much you earn that's important. It's what you do with it that matters. It's what you do with it. How are you going to use that $100,000? How are you going to use that $100? How are you going to use that 10 shillings? How are you going to use that 20 shillings? Okay. So obviously, if you don't have a plan for your income, it's going to be taken away by anybody else who has a plan. I'll tell you who has a plan for your money. You see that advert that when you're on the road there, it says, come and drink our great new soda and we will buy our beautiful new soap and you will save 5 shillings in the process. That's where you go. That's where your money goes because you don't have a plan for it. Now, every employee I know will tell you I work for money. And this is the where I insist that if you work for money, why don't you make it work for you? All right. So there are 4 things you can do with money. 1, you can cash it. You can take your income, convert it into cash, and dish it out. Now, cash depreciates. There are things called inflation. There are things which are attractive to you, all right? So if you earned the cash, then you are under pressure to dispense it. Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, cash in itself is not value. It is a means for you to translate. It's a medium of exchange. Understand that cash is a medium of exchange. Whether it's 10 shillings, whether it's 20 shillings, whether it's $2,000, it's a medium of exchange. It's not wealth in itself. Okay, so having a lot of it doesn't stop you from spending a lot of it. Yeah. And having a little of it doesn't stop you from saving some of it. In fact, you know, if you earn 100,000 shillings and save none of it, and compare you to a person who earns 10,000 shillings and saves 1,000, the network of that quote poorer person is going to be higher than you who is earning money and spending it out. Okay, you know, you've got to sit down and think about some of these things. But we were on cash. So cash is a medium of exchange. Understand that just having a lot of money doesn't make you wealthy. You have a capacity to exchange. So then we need to think about how you exchange. The second thing that affects when you have cash is that you consume it. Now, we are in a consumer society, so we just consume. I need the latest shoes. I need the latest dress. I need the latest car. I need the latest everything. So if you don't have a plan for your money, then you will consume it. Okay. The other thing you can do is to save it. Now, saving is good because you can capitalize it. You convert the cash into capital. Now, you can only capitalize it if you have a plan to buy a house, if you have a plan to buy a piece of land, if you have a plan to get an asset. Now, a car is not an asset. An asset is something that appreciates over time. Okay? If it is not appreciated, if you spend your money on assets, they will appreciate over time and they will generate income for you. If you spend your money on things that are not assets, then your money will depreciate and you will not create wealth. Okay? So there is the mystery here. You can earn a lot of money and spend all of it. But you can earn a little money and save all of it and convert it into capital. Now, I'm stressing this word capital because many employees don't think about their income as capital. They'll say that, you know, when I'm going to start a business, I'll go to the bank and get a capital. Now, let me ask you this question. What is the difference between the shilling or the dollar that you earn and the dollar and the shilling that you will get from the bank as capital? I think it has the same markings, right? It's just a mental shift, right? So if you're in employment, consider yourself as earning capital for your development, which assumes that you had a plan for what you want to do and what you want to get out of the job.